Hey everyone, and welcome back to Zenphi Unlocked. I'm Fernanda from the Customer Success team, and thanks for joining us for our November 2025 edition. This month, we are rolling out powerful features designed to give you deeper control over your content generation, administrative auditing, and even more AI-powered capabilities for managing your data. Today, we'll be diving into 3 exciting updates. First, we'll look at the new Generate PDF from URL action available to all of our users, which brings pixel-perfect rendering to your flows. Second, for our ultimate tier administrators and compliance teams, we have the powerful List Users Gmail Messages action. And third, we are expanding the capabilities of our AI assistant. You can now manage Zenphi tables with Zaya, which is a feature available to all of our users. Let's get started. First up, we have a fantastic tool for archival and reporting. Generate PDF from URL. We know how difficult it can be to capture dynamic web pages exactly as they appear in a browser. This new feature solves that by accurately rendering dynamic content into a perfect static PDF. It gives you granular control over the layout, including paper size, orientation, and margins, while ensuring the generated documents are secure. Let me show you how this works. Here we have the Flow Designer, and I've added the Generate PDF from URL action. In the Settings panel, you can see how easy it is to configure. I simply paste whatever URL I want here. For this example, let's use the Zenphi homepage. You can also customize the paper size. You can adjust the margins, the paper orientation. The flow will automatically assess the URL, render the dynamic content, and done. Let's go ahead and do an example. Here I'll be saving the generated PDF to a selected Google Drive folder. We'll save and do a test run. Click Start. As you can see, it has completed the steps. And if I head over to that folder, I can see it created the file here. And here's the output. As you can see, it has captured the website exactly as it looks in a modern browser, converting it into a clean, high-quality PDF ready for archiving or attaching to an email. Next, we have a feature that is going to be a massive help for large-scale bulk processing and proactive compliance auditing: List Users Gmail Messages. This action allows you to perform a secure domain-wide search of any user's mailbox. You don't need to log in as them. You can find specific messages using standard Gmail search queries and label filters. There could be different scenarios. Imagine you are an admin and you need to find a specific phishing email that was sent to an employee, or perhaps audit a specific contract negotiation. So what you would need to do is simply drag and drop the List Users Gmail message action. Notice the connection type here is an admin connection. It uses a Google Workspace administration connection, which is what's going to give us that domain-wide access. In the user's email box, you can type in the address of the email you want to audit. This information can be dynamic as well in case you want to do it for all of your users. You can use the search query field just like the search bar in Gmail. You can filter by label IDs or choose to include spam and trash. And just like that, the action is going to return a list of items for each message, like for example, the message ID, who the message is from. Now, in this example, we're going to take this information and be able to export it to a table. That way they can easily review or audit. So we're going to go ahead and use our Create Records action to add everything to a Zenphi table. We'll go ahead and save and test run. Once it has completed, we'll go ahead and look at our table. And as we can see here, we have all of the information easily accessible. We can add more columns if we want to be able to save more information about each message. Finally, we're making data management even easier by integrating Zaya directly with Zenphi tables. You can now create and manage your Zenphi tables using simple natural language prompts. This is great because it allows you to generate a complete flow and its corresponding data table simultaneously. Let's go ahead and open up the Zaya chat panel in the designer found in the bottom left corner. Previously, you had to leave the designer to set up your database tables. Now I can just tell Zaya what I need. I'll go ahead and type create a table for employee onboarding with the columns name, start date, department, and personal email. As you can see, it has created the table. So if I click view table, I'll be able to see the table it has created and make any modifications if I'd like. However, let's say I want to be able to rename an existing table. I could ask it to rename our employee onboarding table to something like onboarding 2025. As we can see, it has successfully renamed the table, so if I open it up, I can see it now has the new name. Zaya will handle the heavy lifting of database structure so you can focus on the logic of your automation. Alright, let's do a quick recap of these powerful new additions. We have the Generate PDF from URL action, perfect for accurate archival, allowing you to render dynamic web pages into secure static PDFs. List users' Gmail messages, an admin-level tool that enables domain-wide mailbox search for bulk processing and compliance. And lastly, manage Zenphi tables with Zaya, allowing you to use natural language to build flows and manage your data tables simultaneously without leaving the designer. We would love for you to try out these features. Please share your experience and tell us what you're building on our community website at zenphicommunity.com. And of course, if you want to discuss how these features can optimize your specific workflows, like let's say setting up those compliance audits, please reach out to your customer success manager or our support team. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next month for another episode of Zenphi Unlocked.